You know, in my opinion, the worst part of any new sports bike is the giant rear fenders. So today we're going to be installing a new Evotech Performance tail tidy kit. We're going to clean up the look of this bike. Before we get into the installation, I just want to take a second to appreciate this packaging. I've never ordered from Evotech Performance before, but the second I opened up this box, I instantly thought to myself, I was like, wow, this is probably a quality product. Anyways, enough of my antics. Let's get this thing installed. All right, first thing, we're going to be removing these two screws, both hex key, and then these three pop-up clips on this side and the other side. All right, now underneath our passenger seat, we need to remove this plastic piece, which is just these two pop-up clips. And that gives us access to these two screws so we can remove our main seat. All right, now we got to remove 5 hex key screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just watch out because it does have these little spacers that you'll fall out and who knows where they'll go. Let's make sure we get both of those. This one here is stuck. All right, now we have to remove these 3 screws. 1, 2, 3, and these 2 push pins. 1, 2. And these also have those spacers, so just look out. Now on either side, we can go ahead and remove the fairings. Give it a little wiggle here. All right, now we have to remove 3 plugs. It'll be this white, black, and gray one down here. All right, now on either side, there will be these 2 12mm bolts that we'll need to take off. All right, now we're going to go ahead and assemble the Evotech tail tidy. So let's get this unpackaged and put together. So first, we're going to take this base plate and our license plate light. And we're going to put on the back here these 2 little screws. So these 2 wires will go ahead and run through the back. And those 2 little screws will just go in the back here. All right, now we'll take these 2 side pieces and they'll be going on either side of the plate. Now that we got those on there, we're going to go ahead and install our blinkers. On either one, you just take the nut off here. These will go on either side of these loops. All right, then you'll feed that nut back through the wire and cinch it down here, and then you have this little plastic piece that will also go over this nut. All right, we just repeated the same step on the other side, and now we're going to take all these tiny little zip ties it came with, and we'll be running this line and securing it through all these tiny little holes. All right, now that we've got all those zip ties on there, we'll be taking this piece, and it'll be going right on the back. It's a little divot here for the wires to go into. And then there will be a screw on either side. And now that we got that on there, we'll go ahead and put this piece on. This will serve as our pivot point so we can adjust what angle that we want the plate at. Now we'll take this piece that mounts up to the bike and our bracket, and we'll put it right on there. All right, now that we're back in the garage, we're going to go ahead and take our tail tidy, and we're going to run all the wires back through. And then we'll be using the original bolts that it came with and then the provided nuts to secure it back up. Now that we've got the tail tidy on, we're going to go ahead and take these two plugs that were provided, and these are going to be for your blinkers. So it'll be black to black, red to yellow, and then we'll be plugging back down into these. All right, then we also got the small one for our tail lamp. All right, now we're just gonna take some zip ties, clean this up so that we don't have wires all up in our storage space. All right, it's hard to tell here, but we got these wires tucked up so they'll be out of our way. And now we're just gonna do everything in reverse and get this thing put back together. There are blinkers on the right side here. Yep, left is left, right is right. Tail lamp is on. And we left these screws loose, so we're gonna put our plate on here and we're just gonna see what angle we want, and then you can also adjust these blinkers and angle them however you want so the person behind you can see them. All right, I got it adjusted the way that I want it, and that's that. That is the Evotech Performance Tail Tidy. If you guys want to see my future content with the Yamaha R9, please like, comment, subscribe. It would help me out a ton and I'd appreciate it. My name's Chip R9, and it's been a pleasure.